Peace, this is Masada from thecyclekit.com. I just want to go over and explain the difference between my kits and everyone else's kits. I use a practice or principle called cycle layering, and what this does is every time you hit a pad on your standard drum machine or keyboard or whatever, you get one static sound. But with my kits, it's more dynamic, articulation, more like a live drum set, which is why my kits, I say, influence or bring forth a natural swing. My kits aren't just me just taking sounds and dragging them onto a pad or putting them into a folder. It's really is a lot of labor that goes into it, a lot of programming. My kits come in two forms: standard mode, which is just the samples by themselves, they're just chopped up, still has a cycle layering, and then there's enhanced mode. Has a cycle layering or reinforced with either other kicks or subs and other things that give them more attack and punch. The snares that have additional snares or something else under to make it have more of a smack. Hi-hats and percussions also, or to even pan back and forth. I use the best plugins. The way I layer the sounds, a lot of times when you layer a sound, you have to go through your sample list and find this. Basically, I layer the sounds in such a way that makes it easy for them to find and adjust. Also, on the Q links here, it would be even easier on the Renaissance because it has 16 Q links. You could adjust the sounds of the samples yourself. So say if you have a kick and that kick, the sub under it is too loud, right? You can just turn it all the way down or just adjust it right there on the fly. You don't need to go in those settings or whatever, just right there. The sounds are now labeled with the actual tuning that they're in. So if you're working on a beat that say A minor, you just go through the kit and find a kick that's labeled A minor. And also another thing is because the kicks are labeled, it's going to make it easier for you to tune them to your compositions, because if you want to go from A to B, you just have to go 12 plus or minus semitones either way in order to get to the next key. I put a lot of work into my kits. I match the sounds so the kick matches the snare, the hi-hats, everything matches, even if they're not from the same kit. They match. You just turn on the kit and you're ready to go. My kits are designed for those who don't have the time or whatever, they have responsibilities. So my kits are a cheat sheet for you guys. I want to let you know, guys, that I really appreciate all of you. Thank you, because without you, I couldn't do what it is I do. So respect. Peace.